Hi friends, happy Monday. I have been doing things and not picking up my phone. I'm trying to like rush. I really wanted the bus to be done for this weekend, and it's not going to be done for this weekend, obviously, but maybe in a couple weekends, I don't know. So I've been trying to rush, and I've just been like, I don't want to set up the phone. But anyways, let me show you some of the things that I've done and I'm doing. First things first, I shortened up the couch because I wanted to move the bed up a little bit so that I could have more room for the cubbies. So shortened up the couch. It still pulls out. I did add these like arms. They are not attached yet. I need to figure out how to fit my drill in there, but have some arms so that I can kind of like shove my cushion in between, and hopefully it'll be fine because I did build this couch originally to fit this cushion. So there's that. This is more of my pallet wood, my pretty pallet wood, and these are just regular 2x4s, although that one is part of a pallet. We're not going to look at that one. It's in the back corner. I put my shelf back up after I painted. I'm making my countertop currently right now. I told you guys last week or the week before that the countertop that I got from my dad, we just kind of like, we're like, oh, it's not really going to work. It's not really going to be great. So I was like, I'll see if I can find a live edge. Nobody has a 23-inch live edge. I would at least need like 24 inches to make this. So I was like, let me use more of my bookshelf wood. And I don't know, like I think it looks pretty good. I have this wood everywhere else in the bus, so why not? I will probably like varnish it and then probably epoxy it because this is 4 different pieces of wood. So I cut this all down to size. I needed like 39.5 inches. And then I'm going to put braces every so often, so they will be attached together. So if you have like some, you know, scrap wood or whatever, that's exactly how my little table is attached. It's literally 3 pieces of wood, and then it's got the wood the opposite direction. So this is what the bottom is going to look like. This is actually the top of the counter, but these will be underneath and these will be attached to the counter, so it's all one piece. And then I'll probably just epoxy it to make it food safe. But you can see I need to do some trim still. That's like a weird corner that I need to cut out. I'm not very good at that, so we're gonna figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna attach them to these braces, and then I will have to cut out my little curve, which is fine. I'll figure that out too. This has been a mission and a half because these were too long to send down the table saw this way. So I had to jig up like a thing for the circular saw. It worked just fine though. I got my drain for my sink. My sink is still, as of yet, a bowl, which is fine. It's going to be fine, but I got my drain. I actually haven't color matched them yet. Oh, not bad. Oh, not bad at all. So there's my drain. My faucet is in here. My box for my fridge is fully built. It's not going to be for the fridge this year, though, I don't think. And then, oopsie, sorry. And then my dad gave me this like really thin piece of plywood, so that'll finish it off. I would like to stick some insulation in here, I think, just to, you know, not have any sort of like cold leakage. And then we used, again, this wood from my shelf for trim on my counters. So I think I'm going to use it here so that the cooler doesn't slide off this little box, because this is where the cooler will be. And then Glenn and I also talked about it. I think that I'm going to hook up a drain to the cooler and then literally drill a hole like in the wall or in the floor so that we don't have to trek the cooler in and out to empty the water. Like it'll just constantly be emptying, or we can like hook it up and unhook it, kind of a thing. We're thinking about that. I've been trying to scribe for like 3 days. I finally just bought a contour tool from Amazon. We're gonna see if that works. I don't know. The tub is in the bus. It is not in the right place, but the tub is in the bus. I'm so excited. And the toilet's in the bus. I'm just so excited. It like actually looks like something. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Things are happening. I'm sorry that I have not been filming much or checking in or any of the things. Honestly, the bus is parked, like that's the road. There's the Jeep. And I've been walking down there. I've already walked there like 4 or 5 times, and I've only been here for 2 hours. I got here at noon to eat with Glenn. And then, we ate for, I guess, he did an hour lunch and I did half an hour lunch. I'm not used to that. I just wanted to get out here and start working. So I've been here for about 2 hours. I did the arms, like I screwed the tops of the arms in. Still trying to figure out how to do the bottom. I don't have like a special, I know some people have like a 90-degree bit for their drill. I don't have that. I think I'm just gonna have to go in on an angle. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, did those, and then I cut out the front of my fridge box, and I need to move the bus to get to the air compressor that is over on the other side of the house in the garage. Again, I'm not at my house, I'm at my in-laws' house. And then I started right away on my cuts for my counter. So I've been here for about 2 hours. I've gotten some stuff done. My motivation has been waning like majorly, and I don't know why. But I've been feeling like a big fat failure lately, and I don't know. I just feel like we're never gonna get it done. Like, it's been going so fast, and now I'm like constantly thinking about like plumbing. How do I do plumbing? I have no fucking clue. How do I do electrical? I have no fucking clue. And then we went to friends of ours last night, and we were telling them about it, and I guess they're both our friends, but like my best friend and her husband, we're all friends. But we had gone, and he was like, what do you need? What are you doing? And I'm like, well, I need this and this, and I want to start doing water soon, so I need this. And he was like, oh, well, I have this and this and this. And he like sent us off with a bunch of stuff for the bus, and it was so great. And he was like, oh, well, you need one of these, because they did the water system like in their house. So he was like, you need one of these, and you need this to go, you need copper pipe to go out of it. And I was like, oh, I feel so much better. Like, I feel so much more motivated. So I literally got up this morning. I put the tops on at home. Like, I did what are they called? Pilot holes. I did the pilot holes. And then I sanded down the countertop at home. I dyed some towels for the bus and some shirts for Glenn because I had a lot of dye left. I'm feeling motivated this morning. I'm feeling like somebody saw what I was doing and was like, you're doing it right. So I'm feeling more motivated this morning, and I'm feeling not like a big fat failure. So I'm feeling like I can do it. And Glenn and I had a good conversation. He was like, you do all these things by yourself, but then when I'm here, you can't do it. And I'm like, you know what? You are right. I totally 100% become a dependent when you are around, and I am determined to not do that. So I'm gonna do this countertop. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm making it up as I go. I think what I'm gonna do is make a little line. Here, I'll show you. So here's where my countertop ends. I think I'm gonna make a little line, and that is where I will screw it, obviously, on the bottom. And I'll make another little line over here where this ends. And then I don't know, because how am I going to make a line on this one? That one is just lined up with the end, so that's where I'm going to screw it there. Again, I am making this up as I go. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I don't know how I'm going to make that angle up here. I'm going to faffle. I'm going to fuck around and find out, because why not? Yep. Stay tuned. Hi friends, happy Tuesday. I am going to attempt to use this 90-degree angle adapter thingy that I bought for the drill. The reason I bought this, and the reason I'm trying to figure this out, is because originally I had the pilot holes on the inside of the arms, and no matter what I did, that didn't work. So I actually ended up putting them on the sides, and that worked, although I did break one of them because I didn't have a clamp big enough, so I just ended up stepping on it, and when I stepped on it, I broke it. I am hoping and praying that you can't hear the music, but if you can, this will be a voiceover. I hate this couch more and more, every single thing I do to it. So it was fine. It didn't come out very well. Like, it wasn't great that way. And then I really wanted to move the bed up so that I could have more space for the back wall and like the cubby system that I want in, because this wasn't like a priority for me. I need a place to eat. So this is our place to eat. It is just enough room for Glenn and I, and I'm going to put a lagoon mount here with a table. I'm going to move this over so it's in the middle. Just ignore it. But I built this couch to fit this cushion, so it was quite long. And then when I cut it down, I was only meaning to take off one slat, but I fucked it up and I took off too much for like the ends, so I had to take off another slat. So this is 2 slats shorter. I only meant to do 1. I've got a gap here now, which like whatever, I don't have a gap on this side anymore. And then I was like, oh, I'll build arms so that my cushion can like sit in and it'll like hold it in, kind of a thing. And then I measured the arms so that you could actually rest your arm. But do you see this giant gap? That's because I fucking measured it wrong. Every single thing I do to this couch, I absolutely, like, it makes me hate it more. I hate this couch. And as soon as the RV inspector guy is like, comes and sees it and approves it and makes it an RV, this is going bye-bye. Like, I fucking hate it so much. It actually makes me mad. And it's part of the reason that I've been feeling like a big fat fucking failure, because everything I do to this fucking couch is wrong, and it is way too fucking tall. I don't know if you can see my dangling feet. Ignore my feet because the grass is wet and I have grass all over them, but it's like 2 inches too tall, right? Normal couch, I Googled it and I asked my dad. My dad says 18, Google says 18 to 20 inches. This is like 20 inches and a quarter, 20 and a quarter inches. Like, it's just slightly too large, but Glenn and I are small people. We have small legs. So it's slightly too large. It's not big enough for me to do crisscross applesauce because I was going to make it wider. Anyways, I fucking hate this couch. I can't wait to get rid of it. As soon as the RV guy comes and tells me that I'm an RV and I'm good, I'm literally not even going to attach it to the wall because it will be gone as soon as the RV guy comes. So next thing I have to decide is where I want the garbage hole. This is the biggest, this is the biggest hole saw that Glenn has. So I might start here, and then I don't know if I can order like singular hole saws. I have no idea. Or maybe Dylan has a bigger one. I shall ask around. Maybe my dad has a bigger one. I will ask around and see if anyone has bigger than, what is this? This is 5 inches. I think I'd like 8 inches. Maybe that's too large. But anyways, I digress. My missions for today were to put these on, which the 90-degree adapter that I bought yesterday did not work, just PSA. So I ended up just putting pocket holes on the side here, which is fine. Can't put any on the other side of this unless I pull it out, which I'm going to be lazy and not do, because this is going bye-bye. As soon as RV dude says, yep, you're an RV, this is going goodbye. And I'm going to put a dog bed here. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to do, so I'm going to cut holes. I still, honest to goodness, haven't decided what my sink system is going to look like. I'm racking my brain. It's actually like causing me some anxiety because I don't know, part of me is like, just go easy, just put like a water jug, like an aqua jug on the counter and just use that as like your sink water. That'll be fine. It doesn't need to be hooked up to the 40 gallons. That would be a long water line to go all the way around the bus. Plus I'd have to figure something out with our shoe storage because I'd have to make room. But yeah, I'm really hoping you guys can't hear the music, because then I'm going to have to do a voiceover on this and I'm not going to be able to remember what I said. And I'm not playing music. My mother-in-law is playing music outside, but it is fucking echoing. So I'm going to stare at this hole saw a little bit longer. I put my garbage can in. Can you guys see it? Let's see. You can see just the little bits of it. Put garbage can in. So that's what our cupboard looks like. I'm going to pick this up because I dropped it. I don't think it'll sit quite this close. I think it'll probably sit back there. And I can't decide if I want to cut straight through one of these boards. This 5-inch one will fit right here in one of these boards. But part of me is like, should it kind of be in the middle? Now, if I go for like, if I go for like an 8-inch one, it'll cut through a couple boards. I'm thinking if I get an 8-inch one, it'll probably be closer to here. And then this will have a door. I don't know what to do with this. This side, we're going to put a backsplash on, but I don't know how to do that. I may need my dad's help for that, but I don't know what to do next. So it is currently 10 to 1. I'm going to go home. I did the things that I wanted to do. Here is my garbage can hole. We did try, this is not attached, we did try to cut a hole in the sink and it didn't work. So there's a couple options for metal hole saws. We have a couple people that have some, so we'll try again next time I'm here. This I did put in. It obviously is not attached to any water, but I did actually like drill the hole and like put the fitting on. I can show you. Probably, like, I know I'm gonna have to like cut a hole in here so that this can sit in here, and then like obviously so the water can come through, which I'm assuming it's just gonna come up through here. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but this is just sitting in here for now, just like this. I think it looks really cute. I don't need to reach very far to, you know, wash my hands. This will be up like this. Yeah. And then I hung up my paper towel roll holder and attach these. Yeah. And this sits in here just like that. I still hate it. Whatever. It is what it is. But that is the only thing I did today. I think I might go home and do the curtains for this side of the bus. I'm kind of struggling with the way I want to do it because I want to be able to roll them, but if you've ever like rolled fabric, like it's hard to do. Like that's how our tent doors, you have to like roll them, and it's very hard unless you have like something that they're rolling on. So part of me wants to put like a wooden dowel through the bottom so that's easier to roll up, but like how do I get it to not just roll with the, I don't know how to explain myself either. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'm also trying to figure out, do I want to put snaps on the curtains themselves, or do I want to make leather like strappies, and that's what I'll put the snaps on, and that will be attached to the wall of the bus, kind of a thing. Yeah. I'm assuming my sewing machine still is not working correctly, so I don't know if I'm gonna like do them backwards, which I don't know if that'll work, but I've got some time this afternoon and that's probably what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I've only been here for, I don't know, not quite 4 hours. We ate for an hour, so like 3 hours, and I did not film cutting out these holes because I needed Glenn, and I needed him to help me. I didn't know how to put the hole saws on the drill, so. But yeah. Here's where we're ending today, Tuesday. I think this is my last day at the bus this week. I am taking my nephew to the skate park tomorrow. Very excited. And then we have the flea market. So I think this is where I'm leaving it this week. We'll probably be here on Saturday. Oh no, we won't be here on Saturday because of the flea market, but yeah. Oh, also, do you see how giant this battery is? Here's my feet for context. Giant. This is the battery that our friend gave us. I'm very excited about it. But yeah. I think that's probably it for the week. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week. Boring week. And I hope to see you next week. Bye, y'all.